Good morning to all. Welcome to the session. Practice questions based on exam topics. Focus is on bank exams. The first five questions go with error location. Please read the first sentence and try to spot the error. All these are the five sentences, lengthy sentences, current context. You have to read meticulously. 30 people were evacuated from the rubble, seven of whom were injured. 60 people were likely to have died under the rubble of buildings. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. So, where is the error? 30 people were evacuated from the rubble, seven of whom were injured. 60 people were likely to have died under the rubble of buildings. Very good. Sairam has got it right. The first one. After that, I see one more student, two, three. 30 people were evacuated from the rubble. No error. They were evacuated from the rubble. Rubble means once a building gets destroyed, the parts, the bricks and all, we use the word rubble. Seven of, when you use phrases like some of, seven of, then the word, it could be a pronoun. The word should be usually a pronoun in the object form, not in the subject form. Here, seven of who is not correct. It should be seven of whom. A lot of students get confused between who and whom. What is the difference? Who goes with the subject, whom goes with the object. And also remember, many exams have given some of. After some of, we have to use a pronoun in the plural form and object form, not in the subject form. Some of them, some of whom. Debris. You can also use the word debris. Very good, I appreciate. And do remember the letter S is silent. Debris, rubble. Go to question number 2. Many of them, see even here, many, some, them. The pronoun should be in the object form. Many of them returned to Pakistan after they found that there has been no progress in their citizenship application. Where is the error? Many of them returned to Pakistan. Excuse me. Many of them, nothing wrong. Returned to Pakistan. There's no error. No, that is not the error. When they found, here the verb is in past form. Then they found, already something happened. We cannot use a present perfect based on the verb found that. Here it should be, they had been. We have to use past perfect, not present perfect. Very good. They found that many of them returned to Pakistan when, after they found that there had been no progress in their citizenship application. Has been no progress, not correct. We cannot use present perfect, we have to use past perfect. And this is based on past perfect tense. Question number 3. However, this is not the only reason why 48% of the extant bird species are undergoing population decline. A study by 9 renowned avian experts and conservationists have revealed extant means range, widespread. Extent is different. Extant, surviving. Another meaning of that is surviving. Extant, an important word. Where is the error? Yes, extant means still existing, still surviving, not wide range, still existing. Here, however, this is not the only reason why 48% of the extant bird species, surviving bird species, are undergoing population decline. A study, here there's a clause, the subject of the clause study. Study by 9 renowned avian experts, bird experts, and conservationists. Don't consider this the phrase. Then you ask the question study have revealed or study has revealed. Study third person singular, then you cannot say have. It should be has revealed. A study has revealed. And this question is based on subject verb agreement. Question number 4. Rather, technological advances in cancer treatment and heavy amounts of money spent in establishing the hospitals should be partly utilized for preventive measures and early detection. That can go a long way in saving lives. Ah, very good. Study has revealed. A study has revealed. A lengthy sentence, a bit difficult. You have to read carefully, meticulously. No, rather, technological advances in cancer treatment and heavy amounts of money spent in establishing the hospitals should be partly utilized for preventive measures and early detection. No problem. That can go a long way. No, these two things, prevent the partly utilized for preventive measures and early detection, which can go should be partly utilized for preventive measures and early detection, which can go a long way in saving lives. Here we have to use that is not the relative pronoun that is not correct. We have to use a relative pronoun which. No, there is an error. That is not correct. These two things which can go a long way in saving lives. Here we cannot use a relative pronoun that. The idea behind pay what you want was for people to come, pay what they wanted, and just check out the band and to sample the music. This is also a good question. You have to read very carefully. Only then you'll be able to spot the error. Yes, of course. A lengthy sentence, not easy to spot the error. Very good. This is based on parallel expression. Bank exams quite often ask questions based on parallel expression. The idea behind pay what you want was people to come. To is common for all the verbs. To come, to pay what they wanted, and just to check out the band and to sample the music. Here already to is there that is common to all the verbs. Based on that, we cannot use to here. To check, to come, pay, check, and sample the music. So there is an error in the fourth part. And this goes with parallel expression. No, no, all the verbs should be in the same form. All the verbs should be in the same form. Check, not checked. This is a bit difficult and an interesting jumble paragraph. Please read carefully and try to get the correct order. First, you take elimination approach. Try to get the topic sentence. Despite accumulation of evidence, we cannot any sentence that begins with a contrasting word cannot be the first one. Eliminate. You can consider this. You can consider this, and a sentence that begins with a conjunction cannot be. No, here this sentence is based on pay what they wanted. What they wanted is a separate clause. Here it can be in past. Don't look at what they wanted. That's a separate clause. It does not go with the main idea. What is the main idea? The idea behind pay what you want was for people to come, to pay, to check, to sample the music. Have you got it, Prasad? That's a good doubt. But here, to pay what they wanted is a separate clause that doesn't go with the structure. Here, structure parallel expression to come, to pay, to check, to sample. But after, first we have used to, then we don't have to use before pay to, before check, no to, before sample, you don't have to use a preposition to. That's what precisely we call parallel expression. So N cannot be the first one. Judges may accept bribes to delay or accelerate verdicts, perhaps. But when you go through all the parts, what is this about? You always ask the question, what is this about? It is about judicial corruption and the two forms it may take. Based on that, what is the first sentence? D is the first one. Judicial corruption takes two forms. Focus on that two forms. One, political interference in the judicial process by the legislative or executive branch, and the second one, bribery. Based on this, the writer has to talk about political interference and has to talk about bribery. First one is political interference. Based on that, what is the second sentence? There is an opening sentence or topic sentence. It is not bribery. Second one is not B. First one is political interference, then comes bribery. Where do you find the word political? Political interest. Based on that, A is the second one. It depends on the sentence. Despite accumulation of evidence on corrupt practices, the pressure to rule in favor of political interest remains intense. Political interest, political retaliation based on that, and for judges who refuse to comply, political retaliation can be swift and harsh. See, opening statement talks about two things, political interference and bribery. After that, two sentences go with political interference. DAE. Then the writer has to talk about bribery. Bribery can occur throughout the chain of the judicial process. The second dimension, bribery. Bribery can occur throughout the chain of the judicial process. Judges may accept bribes, bribery, bribes, to delay or accelerate verdicts, accept or deny appeals, or simply to decide a case in a certain way. So here it is a BF, one pair. After that, the last one, court officials coax bribes for three services, general statement, and lawyers charge additional fee to expedite or delay cases. So what is the last one? C. AE one pair, BF one pair, D topic sentence, C independent sentence. That is the correct order. The government has up the issue of mergers among public sector banks after a long gap. Here there's a clue. Has up. You have to tell yourself the sentence is in present perfect and the verb should be in past participle form. I will do that, Sairam. Please wait for some time. The government has raking is ruled out, has made up, no, has ranked up, does not go with the context. Either it should be raked up or raised up. It is not raised up. Answer is the third option, a rake up. A rake up means to bring something into the limelight, to resume something, to bring something into the limelight. Here the context talks about the same. The government has raked up the issue of mergers, means it has resumed the issue of mergers, or it has brought the issue of mergers into the limelight. This is a tough question. If you know the meaning, you will go for rake. Otherwise, you may go for raised. It is not the fourth option. Answer is the third option. Computer code written by women receive approval rating than the code written by men. This is a bit surprising. I don't know to what extent it is true, but literally surprising. How come no response? Question number two. There is a clue for you. What is a clue? Than. When do we use the word than? When we compare. Here, the sentence is in comparative form, talks about comparison, comparison between two men and women. Then we have to use a comparative degree, degrees of comparison. Based on the than goes with the comparative form. High is not the comparative form, positive, positive, superlative, superlative. Only one option is in the comparative form. That is the answer. Higher than. Simple. Degrees of comparison. Ocean acidification harms a variety of organisms. This is based on word combinations or collocations and exposure to the language. Ocean acidification harms a variety of marine organisms, no. Sea, a general term, no. Oceanic, no. Marine organisms, lived, no. Marine flora, marine fauna, marine animals. Freshwater, opposite marine. Country has to deal with its immediate neighbors with and sensitivity. With what? Here your grammar knowledge helps. Has to deal with its immediate neighbors with something. That means what? We need a noun. Prudence is a noun form. Prudent, adjective. Carelessness, no, does not go with the context. Careful, again not relevant. Prompt and sensitivity, adjective. Only one word is in the noun form. Which one is that? Prudence. Deal with prudence, noun. Here we have to use a noun. And sensitivity, this is also a noun. Answer is the first option. Perfect. Today, spasm is one of the most areas of medical research. Today, spasm is one of the most activity areas. Areas, noun. Before that, we need an adjective. Activity, noun. Action, noun. Active person, dynamic person. Being clever, being wise. Prudence means wise, clever, being cautious, wisdom, to have wisdom. Only one adjective, passion, passionate adjective form. Answer is active areas based on grammar knowledge. The last five questions go with phrasal verbs and important ones. try to get all the five correct. To discourage someone from doing something. What is a phrasal verb? Discourage someone from doing something. Phrasal verbs, the first one. No response. One C. Very good. Answer is deter from, deterrent, something that discourages someone from doing something. To try to find information by examining something thoroughly. Usually we say, once you answer, then I will tell. The common expression. 2D, very good. Delve into the matter means what? Find information by examining something thoroughly. Usually it goes with delve into the matter, a typical combination. To get rid of something, they decided to get rid of something. They decided to do away with something. Answer is E. Do away with, an important one. Delve into, very good. Do away with, third one. They have decided to do away with well water, made at specific time or started at specific time. Date back. Something dates back means it started at that time. Answer is B. The artifacts date back to the first century. If you read the newspapers, you come across this expression. It goes with at the time of excavations, date back artifacts. To realize something for the first time, dawn on. Answer is that's all for today. Hope you guys have got enriched practice questions based on exam topics. Thanks for being with me till 8 past 9. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Do remember to subscribe and share. Join the Telegram group. All that you have to do after the session, go to the description of the video and click on the link. Thank you very much. And try to give the feedback. The Hindu editorial response has been good, surprisingly. And practice questions based on exam topics. Slowly, I'll be bringing close test, passage also, and whatever you feel like